more tea leaves, more energy. Rumors started to get a little bit more powerful because there was a tweet from Kay Adams from the podcast Up and Adams, and we all love Kay. Some people say she's the unofficial GM for the Green Bay Packers because she likes to push things and she loves our boy Jordan Love. And she simply tweeted last night after we talked about on KBN about, our boy Pretty Ricky on Twitter. There's a rumor out there that the Packers have a trade offer on the table for Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys and have a $45 million per year offer as well waiting for him if the trade goes down. We just thought, hey, it's just a rumor, but let's talk about it. But then last night, little Miss Kay Adams, she tweeted, "You guys." I don't know about you, Brad. When I saw "you guys," I said, what is she talking about? Now, I know she know Micah. She knows Jordan Love, and she talked about Micah becoming a Packer to be with Jordan Love, and now she's tweeting "you guys." And then later on, the guy that used to score touchdowns for the Packers, Coon, tweeted Micah freaking Parsons. Now, he said I was just playing, joking around, but Bradley Nortman, where there's smoke, sometimes there is fire. What was your initial reaction when you saw all the rumors starting to build up about this potential of Micah Parsons potentially coming to Green Bay?
Kyle, man, I'll tell you what, something like this just doesn't come out of thin air, right? That is one takeaway. It's not just the Green Bay Packers are too tight-lipped. They're too by the book. They're too even conservative to let something like this get out there if it wasn't really actually happening, right? Because even if we think about it, remember the Davante Adams free agency?
Yeah.
We're all like, it makes all the sense in the world that Davante Adams would come and be a Green Bay Packer. But we heard no news of it, no rumors, no level of reaching out to Davante in his camp. And sure enough, it did not happen.
They never reached out.
But when you look at this one, there's too much activity. There's too much rumors. There's too many tea leaves. And there's too many just smoke signals to where I can't believe that nothing is happening, right? So I sit here, and I think to myself, this team with Micah Parsons would be a game changer. Nobody disagrees with that. I think two things. When I see all these cascading rumors occur about Micah Parsons, it leads me to believe two things. One,
all right, what are those two things, Bradley?
Okay. Whether it happens or not, because it takes two to tango. You got Jerry Jones, who is, he's unpredictable. And he probably isn't someone that's going to want to give away one of his prized possessions, not for sure a cheap price, but even at all. So even if the Packers are doing a full-out assault for Micah Parsons, it might not happen just because Jerry Jones might get in the way of it, but simply the fact that the Green Bay Packers are the lead candidate to go after the guy who is one of the best defensive players in the NFL, and they're willing to give him a contract, rumor has it, and they're willing to give up draft picks, rumor has it. The fact that those conversations are going on, it makes me applaud Brian Gutekunst. I say that he's too conservative. Yes, that's right. Give him a round of applause, Brian Gutekunst. Just simply to be that aggressive, it shows me a new side of Brian Gutekunst that says that he's willing to go outside of his comfort zone. I've said for a long time, he just wants to draft and develop. He's not willing to bring in veterans. Something like this, just even being in the mix of it, even being at the forefront, even if it doesn't work out, is a reflection in a little bit of a change in Goody being aggressive, the type of aggression I think this team needs in order to win a Super Bowl. And the second thing, Kyle Wallace,
what is that?
That's the good part of it. That's the good news.
Well,
right?
wait. No. I don't want to hear nothing bad on this
day. The good news. The bad news is, I think this is him admitting that the D-line isn't very good. That after all that investment, all those first-round draft picks, all those contracts, I think he looks at this and says, you know what? This D-line does need help. If Super Bowl is the goal, and if he's going to preach a sense of urgency, and he's going to put it into action, he knows he's got to address that defensive line. This, to me, even if it doesn't happen, the rumor of the King's ransom that Micah Parsons would deservedly need out of Dallas to come to Green Bay, it reflects to me that he is not satisfied with the D-line, that they're not very good, and they're not championship caliber.
Yeah, see, I disagree with that. Again, 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line where less is more. We want your instant reaction to the news. Again, there's just the rumors are starting to heat up as Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers has been placed out there. There's rumors that the Packers have a trade on the table and that they have a contract waiting for Micah Parsons that will pay him $45 million a year. and we want your reaction. What is your immediate thought, KBN Nation? Do you believe that this actually could come true? And do you want Micah Parsons on this football team? Of course, 800-990-3776. Now, I take exception to a couple things that you said, Brad. The defensive line, yes, they have a problem, but I don't believe him going out to try to get the best or one of the best top 5 defensive players, for sure, top 3 rushers in the NFL. I don't think it's a mission that the D-line is bad. And granted, I am not the biggest fan of this Packers defensive line. I think it just shows that Goody actually wants to make this team better. Because if you think the D-line is bad, you draft D-linemen in the first round or the second round. You draft them early, right? If you think the defensive line is bad, you go out and you sign somebody. The Green Bay Packers didn't sign anybody. They didn't use any draft capital early to go and get themselves a defensive lineman. Matter of fact, the area that we obviously see that they weren't comfortable with was offensive line. You drafted Anthony Belton in the second round. You went and signed an offensive lineman as well, and Aaron Banks early on and during the offseason. So to me, when I look at where Goody doesn't believe in, I think it was the offensive line where he didn't believe in. When I think of him trying to make this move, I don't think it's because, my D-line is trash. I think it's, I have an opportunity to get a disruptive force on the defensive side on the football where we have the cap space to do it. We have the draft capital to do it. So why not try to do that? Because remember, who was Mr. Sense of Urgency?
Goody himself.
Goody was Mr. Sense of Urgency. And now with the change up, there might be a little bit more sense of urgency. But when I look at Micah Parsons and how he can be such a difference for this football team, it would be a shame. An absolute shame, Goody. Where the camera at? It would be a shame, Goody, if you allow for all this hype and all this discussion and all this conversation to be out there, because what we've seen in the past for the Green Bay Packers, Bradley, is the fact that the Packers have always talked about, they kicked the tires on this person, but we got beat out. Do not. Goody, you don't kick the tires on him unless you're going to pull the dang trigger. You have the draft capital. You have the money. This ain't about kicking tires. It's about what do you do? Like when you don't kick tires, what's the opposite of kicking tires when you follow through? Finish it? Dunk it? This could be a slam dunk. This could be a home run. This
could research thesis?
This could change everything about the direction of not only this season, but the seasons to come for the Green Bay Packers, because you have your one guy on offense, your one guy on defense. Boy, this would be so exciting. So go ahead and go get somebody who is considered one of the best, not just defensive players, not just best lineman, not just best pass rusher, but one of the best players in football. He is elite. He is game-changing, and the Green Bay Packers have a realistic opportunity to go get him. 800-990-3776. Again, that is the Carbless talking text line where less is more. We want your immediate reaction to the Micah Parsons trade rumors potentially coming to Green Bay.
Well, you're exactly right, Kyle, because if you're a GM and the whole league were to start over, right, you would take with your first overall pick a franchise quarterback. That's just who you take. Mm-hmm. Your second pick would be a disruptive D lineman. Your third pick is probably a left tackle or tackle of some kind. So that is just to say how important a defensive lineman, guy like Micah Parsons, that would change everything about this Packer defense. Imagine Jeff Hafley not needing to send lucrative blitzes to put pressure on the cornerback. Imagine what it would do for Kenny Clark and Rashawn Gary as the focus of chips and releases would be on Micah Parsons. Imagine how it would free up Edgerrin Cooper. Imagine imagine the comfort.
Oh, my God.
Free up.
Y'all know how good Cooper is? Edgerrin Cooper, again, I will repeat. Brad, you love Edgerrin Cooper coming out the draft.
Love Cooper.
Edgerrin Cooper last year as a rookie in the NFL was the defensive player of the year player of the week for the NFC. Not rookie, but player twice. Not once, but twice. Now you had a guy that's been top 5 in defensive MVP multiple times in his career. Come on now. That's an elite defense right there. But we see y'all on the talking text line, 800-990-3776, the Carbless talk and text line. You can text in. You can also call in like my boy Ezekiel in Milwaukee. Micah, excitement? You loving it?
I am excited. I am more than excited. Like Norton just brought up all the way. By the way, congrats, Norman, to healing successfully. Very happy about that. You sound great. You sound smooth.
Thank you.
But Micah Parsons, man. I mean, I played linebacker in high school and in college. I'm just more than excited. And like you just brought up about Edgerrin Cooper, man. Dude, that would be a dynamic for any Packer fan to like really just witness. You know, it could really bring us to a Super Bowl, and that's all I'm excited about.
Yes, Ezekiel.
Let's go. I love that.
You can hear it in Ezekiel's voice, and the fact is that there's actually some realness to this, so we should be excited about this. Cooper being paired up with a guy like Micah Parsons is your defense will be elite. Micah, Cooper, X, stop it. Stop playing with me, Brad.
Well, if you remember KBN Nation, I did a little bit of a research project of my own not long ago. And I asked myself how many All-Pro players are on any given Super Bowl team, runner-up or Super Bowl winner. It was anywhere from 3 to 8. But on average, it was 4 All-Pro level players on any given Super Bowl team. So Micah Parsons, he would come in as a for sure All-Pro. There's one. You got Xavier McKinney. There's another one. I think Edgerrin Cooper is primed to be an All-Pro. There's 3. And then you got Jordan Love and or Josh Jacobs and or a guy like Zach Tom that are right in the wings to be able to maybe be All-Pro. That is, you're talking about a Super Bowl team, but it is a domino. Micah Parsons is to allow everybody else to play better football. So I know whatever the trade package is, you'd say it's a lot to give up for one player, but it doesn't equal just one player. It cascades to the rest of the defense and team in itself.
I love the excitement that Brad has, but also I love the excitement you have, KBN Nation. The phone lines is lighting up. Y'all hitting us up on the Carbless Talking text line. You can also watch and stream us live on YouTube by going to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, ESPN Madison on YouTube as well. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. And we're talking about the level of excitement from us Packers fans. But here on the Carbless Talking text line, we got a Cowboys fan who wants to put in his 2 cents. Jason in Sheboygan. Is this Jason the teacher?
Oh, that is incorrect, Kyle.
What's happening, my man?
Jason?
I know you a Cowboys fan. What are your thoughts on the Micah Parsons to Green Bay Packers trade rumors happening right now?
I'm going to bring you some truth, and all you fans got to pump the brakes because I've been hearing all this. When you do a trade, it's got to hurt both sides. And all I've been hearing is, we'll throw 2 first rounds a second, and we'll give you Rashawn Gary, and we'll give you Romeo Dobbs and throw in all this trash.
What a package.
Guess what? It's got to hurt both teams to be a trade. So I'm going to tell you this. You answer me this. You want Micah Parsons? First round, second round, and Edgerrin Cooper.
Oh, come on.
What do you say to that?
Listen, Jason, come on now, Jason. What? Now, why we got to give up Coop? We give you 2 first round picks. You can get 2 Coops with that.
I mean, Jason's got a point. It sounds like a Cowboys fan that doesn't want Micah Parsons to leave, and it sounds like he wants Edgerrin Cooper, our boy Edgerrin Cooper. However, to get a guy like Micah Parsons, not just to sign him, you're going to have to draw blood a little bit. That's just the truth. You're going to have to draw blood for a guy like that. That's bona fide, one of the best players in the NFL.
Yeah, you're right. How much I hate to say it, it would just like when we signed Josh Jacobs and we had Jacobs and Aaron Jones for about an hour, and we thought, boy, oh boy, that's gonna be crazy. That's
why trades are hard. That's why free agency is amazing. That's why Charles Woodson and Reggie White came in free agency. Yeah, because you can pay him money, but to give up assets that's a completely different animal.
If we're gonna pay him $45 million, y'all listen, y'all gonna have to. Y'all can't just. You can't fleece us for everything. We got to pay this man as well. So, I mean, it would hurt to see Edgerrin Cooper, but, I mean, it's Micah Parsons. But, Jeff, we see you. James, we see you. I see y'all on the Carbless Talking text line as well. We'll get to you more after break as we are breaking down the exciting news that there seems to be a little bit of smoke and fire when it comes to the Micah Parsons rumors going to Green Bay. You had Kay Adams just said, you guys. John Kuhn said he might have just been joking, but he said Micah freaking Parsons. Shefty joined Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning and didn't throw all cold water on it. So there seems to be a little validity to this Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. And we want to hear your instant reactions. I'll see you after break, Jeff and James, and also you as well, KBN Nation. This is Kyle Bruston Norman on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
I was like, it's the 4-1-4 hour at 4.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the kid who got picked on the sports team. I was like, oh, you want me? No way.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This weekend on ESPN Radio, heated rivals go head to head.
Kyle Schwarber, and this place is going bananas.
The Philadelphia Phillies, the New York Mets.
It's out of here! Juan Soto stops and celebrates.
Coverage of Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Milwaukee starts at 5 p.m. on 94.5 ESPN and always streaming on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Summer is here, and your taste buds deserve the best. Carbless is perfect for the pool, the lake, or hanging out by the fire. Full of flavor with 0 sugars, only 100 calories, and made with premium spirits. Don't just settle for something overly carbonated and those flavorless seltzers. Carbless has full flavor with every sip, not just a hint. So when you're ready to take a drink and ready to chill, Carbless is clean, crisp, and won't leave you feeling bloated. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Packers fans, your next quick trip run could score you the ultimate win. Cruising into tailgate season in a brand new Chevy Silverado RST, or blazing the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570, or grilling like an MVP with your new Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle. Whoa, every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards earns you a point in the Packers fan zone. So come in and get winning. No purchase necessary. Full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
Catholic Memorial Football.
To Devon Williams Jr., and he's into the end zone.
The Crusaders host Sun Prairie West this Thursday night on ESPN Milwaukee.
Stacking, it's complete to Dustin Rhodes.
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune into the action Thursday night starting at 6:30 on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle Brust and Nortman on the... Oh, I couldn't hear myself. I turned my headsets down because during break I was talking to you because you were talking as in Alex Stroh.
You're very out of place in that chair.
I am out of place.
You've had a rough week.
No. Yesterday was a good one. Don't you throw the whole week away. Monday, yes. Yesterday was a hell of a show. I walked out of here with my head held high, very high.
Proud-chested right there.
Brad, yeah, I was good. I was coming back to Stroh saying, Stroh, you hear that? Killing it.
I called ESPN Wisconsin, Stroh. Pat
all
me
day.
on the back.
And you milked it, too. There were times you said, ESPN Wisconsin. That's ESPN Milwaukee 94.5, 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Yeah.
1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. We love the beef.
We
love
just
it. Like you milked it sometimes.
Because we do love them. I had to. I was standing on
Give a
business
shout
yesterday. Yeah, just like I hope Brian Gutekunst, the general manager of the Green Bay Packers, is standing on business as well, as there are rumors out there that the Green Bay Packers could be in negotiations with the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones himself, to try to swing a trade for a generational type player, a difference maker type player like a Micah Parsons. 800-990-3776. We are taking your instant reaction. And do you believe this can happen? And how? And how can this positively impact the Green Bay Packers? Jeff and Tosa, do you believe that Parsons is the quality player we need?
Yeah, it would be nice to have him, but we're not going to get him.
Why is that?
The Cowboys are not going to take number one picks, because if the Packers get Parsons, those number one picks are going to be between like numbers 30 and 32. So, yeah, they're going to come. They're going to want big time players in return. If I were the Cowboys, I'd want Cooper, I'd want Jaden Reed, and then I'd want a number one and a number two. And as a Packer fan, I don't want to give all that up, so I hope it doesn't happen.
I give up Jaden Reed, tell you that much.
So that trade proposal that you just said, would you trade that for Micah Parsons?
He's off the phone.
He's gone? Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Strophy's putting back on.
Or is that too much?
He may be gone.
Okay.
And so, but this is what I want to say.
It's compelling.
For those who think, and I agree, it's going to take a lot, but we've seen this before. Do you guys remember somebody named Khalil, last name Mack?
I remember Khalil Mack.
And Khalil Mack was a terror on the defense, right? And he got traded to the Chicago Bears back in 2018, I believe it was. Or 2017. Yeah, 2018. And do you know at that time, the Oakland Raiders acquired from the Chicago Bears for a player who at that time was as elite as Micah Parsons is? The Bears received they sent out 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and a conditional 5th-round pick. That's what they sent to the Chicago Bears. And the Bears got picks back as well. So what I'm saying is we've seen this before, and I understand that it's going to take a king's ransom, but a king's ransom is typically going to be 2 first-round picks and a third-round pick and something else. The Green Bay Packers have the capital to do that. So everybody's saying, oh, well, they got to get a player. No, they don't have to get a player. In our minds, we think they do, but that's not the reality. You have proof with Khalil Mack getting traded for about 4 or 5 picks. So the Green Bay Packers do not have to give up a player unless Jerry Jones says, nope, I need a player. But right now, based off history, a lot of guys are traded for draft picks all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if this trade actually happens, a player will likely be included, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I think first-round draft picks are considered so coveted in the NFL. Maybe it's one of the reasons why it hasn't happened, because maybe Jerry wants more first-round draft picks and
give him a third.
Give up.
Give him a third one in like 2032.
Yeah, just like how the Bucks.
Because if you're
the 2033 first-round draft pick.
If you're afraid, or 2027 or 2028, whatever the hell it is, I don't even know what year it is. If you're afraid of the Packers having high picks here's a pick in 2030 somewhere. We don't know where it's going to be at.
But the reality is, these first-round draft picks, it is hit or miss. I mean, look at only the Packers' recent history to see. Oftentimes, first-round draft picks, they don't pan out. It's like a coin flip to see if anyone is even decent.
I'm a Packers fan. I see that all the time.
And how many turn out like Micah Parsons, right? I mean, you might get 1 or 2 players in any given first-round draft that turn out like Micah Parsons. So that might be a reason why a player might be included. But even Edgerrin Cooper, right? I mean, if it's me, I give up Edgerrin Cooper for Micah Parsons plus all the package, because we've seen flashes of Edgerrin Cooper, but we don't know if he can stay healthy. We don't know if he can take it to the next level, even just to be an all-pro. But we have proof of concept in Micah Parsons at a more important position.
Brad, we realize that Edgerrin Cooper is good, but we already know Micah Parsons was the best defensive player in the NFL his rookie year, that also finished top 5 in defensive MVP voting his first year as well. Edgerrin Cooper ain't that good. So we know the greatness that Micah Parsons already has. 800-990-3776. Again, that is the Carbless Talk and Text line where less is more. We're taking your reaction to, do you believe Micah Parsons is actually going to be a Green Bay Packer? And would you want to trade him for anything? Is anything untouchable on this roster? James, thank you so much for holding. You are on Kyle Bruston Norman.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Kyle, keep that head held high. You're doing a great job this week.
Thank you, sir.
But as far as Micah coming,
don't believe. Just keep going.
As far as Micah coming to GB, Jerry has to be willing to let him up. I hope he does, because I'm willing to overpay for an absolute stud like Micah. It puts an elite player at all three levels of our defense, makes us probably go from the 4 to 8 range. I'm biased. I'm a Packers fan. For Super Bowl contention to a real contender. If we have to pay up to get him, do it. Let's get Jordan Love a ring so we can get another Packers Super Bowl ring back to Lombardi.
Hey, James, put James back on. James, I need a go Pack go from you, James, because you got Packer green and gold.
Pack, go.
Yeah. Here we go.
Go Pack go.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. See, James, I love that energy, baby. Go Pack, go energy. I love what James was talking about.
I don't think that's a homer take to say the Packers are probably the 8th highest team to likely win the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
kind of
probably matches the odds.
Adorably, but to leap at least to 6th to maybe even 4, I think it would do that with a guy like Micah Parsons. And here's the other thing that I'm thinking about with Jerry Jones. Yes, Jerry Jones, big ego, sort of a deal maker, but he also can't stand disrespect. And I feel like Micah Parsons is towing the line. Maybe he's even crossed the line of disrespecting the Cowboy star.
He sure did.
The professionalism of sitting back, laying on that bench like that.
In the middle of a game?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, Jerry, that's a slap in the face.
I think he is frustrating and insulting Jerry Jones. So, yes, maybe there's a level of okay, I got to get something back for it. But when it comes down to it, maybe it's just like, I just want to get rid of this guy. So maybe if it's all I say that to be is, I don't think it's an impossible trade to make. I think he's also incentivized to get this headache out of Dallas.
Yeah, Jerry Jones. How dare somebody like Micah Parsons think he's bigger than the Dallas Stars?
Yeah.
How dare he thinks he's bigger than the football team? Micah Parsons ain't won a championship and ain't got this football team to a Super Bowl. So who the hell does Micah Parsons thinks he is, laying his behind on that little bench like that in the middle of the game? That is disrespectful. Jerry, get him up out of there. He doesn't respect you, Jerry. Get him out of there.
That's right.
And we'll take him in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Baby.
Exactly. A little bit of a discount if you don't mind.
A little bit of a discount. Michael in Milwaukee, do you think this is a good idea for the Packers to trade for Micah Parsons?
It better be a discount because it was a 3-game stretch during last season where Dallas got run over 200 yards all of those 3 or 4 games, and Micah Parsons was out there. Yeah, it might help us in the rush department, but we're gonna suck stopping the run. Micah Parsons can't stop the run, so they better be careful of picking up Micah Parsons. That's why Mr. Jones is hesitant to get this man all that money. He can't stop the run.
Any hesitation there? I think that's an interesting thought. Everybody wants to look for a reason why not.
Give me 13 sacks. I'm good with not stopping the run.
13 sacks in how many games?
I had 12 last year in 13 games.
Oh, there it is. 12 sacks in 13 games. Is anybody apprehensive like Michael?
I mean, I'm personally not. And it's true that maybe he's not the heavy-handed, set-the-edge run stopper.
Michael.
I love how country Jerry Jones is.
So good. Play it one more time.
Michael.
You got the whole clip? Let me hear the whole one.
Yeah.
Michael, why don't you grab Micah and come over here with him and come with me and sit down here and bridge this gap?
That is an absurd amount of prepositions in one breath. I mean, that is so many.
Why don't Michael? Why don't you come over here and grab him and do this?
Yeah, let's go one more time. I want to count the prepositions.
Why don't you grab Micah and come over here with him and come with me and sit down here and bridge this gap?
I'm getting 6 prepositions in one sentence.
I wish Ben was here so I could ask him about preposition as.
Jerry's cooked. Jerry don't know what to do. He asking Michael Irvin for help. That's when you know you do. Listen, Michael Irvin might have been a great football player, but he might be the last person I'm asking for any type of help when it comes to this situation. 800-990-3776. Again, we are breaking down here on Kyle Bruston and Nortman the rumors that Micah Parsons could be heading to Green Bay. We want to hear from you. Again, you can call in at the Carbless Talking text line at 800-990-3776. Call in, text in, but also join the chat on YouTube. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, ESPN Madison on YouTube. We have a poll up. Will Micah Parsons be a Packer? We want to know from you. We want to hear from you. But when we come back, we're talking about this. But why all of a sudden do we hear Goody talking about Micah Parsons? Goody is being interviewed today for his media availability, and he actually mentioned something about Micah Parsons, and he's kind of changing his tune, Brad. I'm curious. Why, oh why, is Goody all of a sudden trying to get the best defensive player in the NFC? We'll tell you why on the other side. Keep it locked. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
And that Alex Strofe, you had something to say.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, it's Kyle Walsh, and we've all been feeling the heat, and if your home isn't staying cool, your windows might be the reason why. That's why now is the perfect time to call Universal Windows Direct. And Universal Windows Direct has an incredible offer to help you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there is no limit. And here's the part I really love. You'll get no interest for 5 whole years. Call 414-410-2000 or go to universalwindowsdirect.com and trust me, once you feel the difference, you'll be saying what I say. I love my windows.
August is the final month of the summer savings event at Cunis, and the best deals just got hotter. Don't miss the final weeks of this exclusive event at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We've refreshed new vehicle savings and incentives on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. And check your local dealer website for a new set of 10 pre-owned super specials. With fall and winter on the horizon, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear Lifetime Powertrain Warranty, included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Get outside and enjoy the summer savings event at Cunis. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC, powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing a schedule, and responding to Jim's long emails. Leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC at dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can easily find the right home insurance for you, even if it's not with Progressive. But if you don't choose us, then sure, okay, it's not going to work out. We're not going to cry about it or stay awake wondering what our future together would have looked like. We can't get emotionally invested even if it sounds like we are. Progressive's Home Quote Explorer allows you to easily compare home insurance rates and coverages in one place, even if it's not with us. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. I love you. I shouldn't have said that.
Step right up and gaze into my crystal ball. I see flashing lights, spinning reels, and a big win. This August, you have a ticket to a cash carnival at Potawatomi. Play with your rewards card and earn entries to win your share of $300,000 in cash and prizes. Prize drawings every Thursday through August 28th. Your fortune awaits only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. For me and my family, finding the perfect home is a journey, but we don't walk it alone. With the We Sell Group, Rob and Nick aren't just real estate agents, they're part of our family's team. They bring us options, perspective, and peace of mind. While they navigate the market, I can stay focused on all that life has in store. Because at the We Sell Group, it's not just about the home, it's about the people and the path it takes to get there. The We Sell Group, more than agents, part of your journey. Get started with Rob and Nick at wesell.kw.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
She's a city with a mind of her own, my own Dallas. Take a ride on her Central Expressway, breeze down
What is
the
this?
LBJ.
The legend Willie Nelson with his smash hit Dallas.
I love me some Willie Nelson. This must be a young Willie Nelson. Not as nasally. Nasally, but not as nasally.
Yeah, it feels like it's almost the 6th.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. You can watch and stream us live on YouTube by simply going to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube or ESPN Madison on YouTube. Do not forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe as well. Always download the ESPN Wisconsin app so you never miss any of your favorite shows. What do we, Strofe, this ain't the day to be doing this.
I was just going to report that it came out in 1968.
Wow. That was an absurd use of the KBN Sports.
No, it's not.
No,
That's
not
a
in the middle of
normal use of the KBN
Listen,
Sports desk.
it's banned. No sports desk, no breaking news unless it's about Micah Parsons today.
I suppose that is right, because like the KBN Sports Desk, it's like the diet version of breaking news.
Well, I don't want none of it today. I guess I am overreacting. Self-reflection.
Yeah,
Self-reflection.
probably.
Self-reflection.
Maybe.
That's the problem. That's a me problem. It's a me problem. You know what, Brett? You're right. That the sports desk is meant for little nuggets like that. Breaking news is meant for breaking news. So listen, I apologize, Strofe. Pig Heart Boy, pay attention. I apologize.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But again, 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line where Liz is more. And y'all are blowing it up as we are reacting to the news that where there is smoke, there is fire. And it seems to be some validity to the fact that the Green Bay Packers have potentially reached out to the Dallas Cowboys to try to gauge their interest in trading Micah Parsons, who is disgruntled with the Dallas Cowboys, to the Green Bay Packers. Reports out there that the Packers do have a trade on the table, but more importantly, they also have a contract that they're prepared to offer Micah Parsons to give him an extension if he does become a Green Bay Packer. And we want to know, do you believe this trade will actually happen? 800-990-3776. Steve and Sheboygan, is the trade happening?
I don't think it's going to happen because Jerry won't let him come to the NFC. He'll go to the AFC first before he goes to the NFC. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the Dallas Cowboys too much if they bring him up here.
I mean, that's true. And GMs do think about that for sure. About, hey, we'd prefer to not send him to the NFC or a rival. And the Packers and the Cowboys have a rival of sorts. And I think Jerry sees week 4 on the schedule. And the Packers...
Woo! Come on now, Jerry. Listen.
The Packers play the Cowboys.
Sell out. Jerry, sell out. You know how many fans want to buy tickets just to boo Micah Parsons? Come on now, Jerry. They'll all get behind you.
Micah.
Do the trade. Maybe y'all can beat us week 4.
Yeah, I mean.
Without Micah.
Micah. At some point.
Micah.
I think Micah's almost treating this whole thing like he's trying to get broken up with. You know, like there's that. You ever have a girlfriend, Kyle, where you try to poison the relationship so much? Maybe I should be asking a theoretical.
Did I ever poison a relationship?
To where he's trying to.
Not a girlfriend.
And at some point, the girlfriend will break up with you. So I think some point, Jerry Jones will actually listen and actually pull the trigger.
I hope so. I just
don't know. For it to be the Packers, I think Gabe Neitzel and Jen, Gabe, and Chewy said it well this morning, that the fact that it's in the NFC and to the Green Bay Packers, which there's already a little bit of rivalry, disdain for one another, that creates a taxation of sorts. And because of that, it's going to make the price be that much more higher than, let's say, I don't know, the... Baltimore Ravens, we're going to be looking for them. It's just a different equation.
There is definitely a different equation. Again, while we're celebrating and hoping that this happens, I understand there may be some folks who are a little hesitant, right? Apprehensive about getting so excited for the Green Bay Packers to do something that we just have not seen them do in most of our lifetime. Swing a trade, especially before the season starts. 2 weeks before the season starts for a player of this caliber. 800-990-3776. Do you believe it's going to happen? Greg in the D, as in Detroit. Do you think this trade could happen?
I do not.
I really don't. I wanted to. I'm a lifelong Packer fan, born in Detroit. My parents were Lions fans, unfortunately.
That's okay.
But I just don't. Again, I've seen this my entire life. I mean, I would love to see it, but one, you guys were just talking about it. Jerry would put a tax on it. If anything, I think to stick it to the Packers, he'd try them to somebody like the Lions or the Bears, which I would not want to see. But I was also just reading today that we have 19 contract year players coming up this year. I don't think that they would have, the money to swing it. But God, I would love to see it because I remember when Reggie White came to town and what that did for the Packers. Because I was a little kid and I watched, Packer teams that were coached by Bart Starr, and they weren't good teams. So the '90s come along and you see this wonderful thing we're seeing. Being in the Detroit area, I've seen the people around here suffer for years. I always thank the family that moved in next door to us. They got me to be a Packer fan when I was 8 months old. That they saved my football soul. And I got to give a shout out to my Packer crew. I'm a Detroit area musician, and one of the places I perform at, it's called The Pound. It's in Brighton, and the owner, my buddy Nick, he's a big Packer fan, and we have a whole group that goes out every single year to a game at Lambeau. And one of the girls in the group, her husband is a Cowboys fan, so we mess with this guy all the time. I would absolutely love to tell Shane he stole his player. I'm hoping it happens, but it's like one of those things where it's like every time a cool player comes up that there's somebody to, that would be great for the Packers, we never pull the trade. Would this be monumental?
This would be absolutely monumental.
It would be monumental, but even like, and you make great points, you really do. And I think we're all hoping that Goody pulls off the trade. The difference is there was none of this when Trey Hendrickson was upset, when TJ Watt was upset, when Devontae Adams was a free agent. It was eerily quiet. And now we know it was quiet for a reason, because Green Bay wasn't throwing their hat in there. They weren't interested. This is loud. This is smoky. This is like the wildfires coming down from Canada. There's smoke everywhere.
Hell,
there's a burning fire up there.
I wish the wildfires was as good as Michael Parsons would be. But Brett, with this as well, I alluded to it before we went to break. Why now? Like, why all of a sudden is Goody, having this sense of urgency and saying things in the press conference today that you saw? You sent Rob Demoski, who will be joining us again next week. Shout out to Rob from ESPN.com. Why all of a sudden do you think Goody is having this sense of urgency to try to add to this team?
Well, I think there's a new sheriff in town, Kyle. There's a new sheriff in Ed Policy. And that's one of the things that I think from this as well, that not only Goody changing aggressive, which I'd love to see, also telling us that the D-line isn't that good, but the biggest factor that we know that we celebrated Mark Murphy walking out the door, right? But man, Ed Policy, a new presence, a new decision maker, it's basically like the team got sold. And when a team gets sold, there's a new decision maker. There's a new point of emphasis. And Ed Policy, his dad, who led the 49ers during those 80s years of greatness, his expectation is greatness. So my belief is, what would cause Goody to do a 180-degree about-face from what his normal mode of operation is?
Policy.
It would take Ed Policy.
Ed Policy has literally been the president of the Green Bay Packers for maybe a month now, because he took over in July.
Not even a month.
It's been a month.
No, a little over a month.
So what we're saying is 6 weeks, 7 weeks of him being in charge, and already you see a little bit of a fire lit under Goody. Now, will Goody actually follow through and do this? And the one thing that I loved about Ed Policy taking over is the fact that he grew up in football, right? His dad was our architect or part of building the San Francisco 49ers and the mini dynasty that they had. So when, as a kid, he saw his dad, as a young man, he saw his dad build up this organization. And just like anybody else, we all have dreams. When Bradley Nortman went to the NFL, that was a dream. But the dream was to do what? You got to the NFL, and then what else did you want to do when you got there?
Win.
But win a what?
Super Bowl.
That's exactly.
Didn't happen, but wanted it.
But that was a dream that he had. So if you think for 1 second that Ed Policy saw his father, Carmen, win championships with the 49ers, and he didn't say one day, I want to do the same thing, I want to carry on a legacy and win a championship, you're crazy. This has Ed Policy written all over it, and he let people know, he put them on notice and said, I don't like lame duck coaches or general managers. I don't believe in it. So that let everybody know that the clock was ticking for Goody and the clock was ticking for LaFleur. And Goody said, well, heck, I want to be employed, and if you give me the green light, let's go spend some of this money.
Well, and if KBN Nation, if anybody out there has been a leader in waiting, right? You sit back and you observe and you think about things and say, when I get to that point, here's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to waste no time doing it. I think Ed Policy, he's been with the Packers for a really long time. So not only does he know how they do things and what the expectations are, what a organization will likely try to pull off and pursue and what they won't, and he has a visceral feeling for how long the Super Bowl drought has been. I think he thought about it over the last couple of years and said, when I get into that this is what's going to be the case. So I think that he's wasting no time delivering a message to Brian Gutekunst and probably Matt LaFleur saying, listen, good enough ain't good enough anymore.
Good enough ain't good enough. We ain't here to be good.
So you find a way to be great. And that might mean you get a little uncomfortable. I think Goody's getting uncomfortable right now.
Bumps them picks. Bumps all them picks. If they want 7 picks, give it to them. Not 7 first-round picks. But listen, I don't care. If you give up the next 3 years of first-round picks in the Packers win the Super Bowl, will you care?
Kyle,
you care?
Tell me how those first-round draft picks turned out for the Green Bay Packers.
Well, I can tell you Jordan Morgan is struggling to beat out a 7th-round pick in Rasheed Walker, and we all know if it's a tie, the tie goes to the first-round pick. Right?
So it's not even a tie.
So it's not even a tie. If you talk about Lucas Van Ness, I literally talked to not Lucas Van Ness, I literally talked to Will McDonald's mama, right? The guy who got the Packers swap picks, Will McDonald's from Wisconsin, and I met his mom, and his mom said, we're very familiar with the Green Bay Packers, and we're very familiar with the lack of sacks from Lucas Van Ness. My boy got sacks. My boy, he's making an impact. But Lucas Van Ness, we know he's struggling. So they're very aware of that, just like Packers fans are. So right now, first-round picks.
It's diabolical.
It is diabolical. And the last 2 first-round picks that we said, what if we can't give up our first-round picks? Well, the last 2 ain't did none yet. And who knows what the next 2 going to be. But Randy in a dump truck, 800-990-3776. That's the Carbons Talking text line. Do you believe it's happening?
No, it's not going to happen. Because I hate to say this, being a Bears fan, the Packers are too good. The draft pick, the picks that they get are going to be in the 20s. Green Bay is just too good of a team for Jerry to do the trade. He'll trade with somebody that's lousy, like maybe the Saints.
But why would the Saints trade for Michael Parsons? This is what I don't understand. The Chicago Bears were an okay football team when they traded for Khalil Mack. And the Oakland Raiders at the time understood that those picks may end up being in the 20s. They're still first-round picks. They have their pick, and maybe if they wanted to move up in the draft to get somebody, they compare the Packers pick. Just because we get Michael Parsons does not guarantee we're picking 32. Newsflash. All right, just like somebody said in the Carbons Talking text line, with the Khalil Mack trade, how many Super Bowls did he go to? 0. But I believe in the Green Bay Packers organization.
They didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have stability.
I understand. So that's what I'm saying. I understand that, but it doesn't guarantee we go to a championship. And maybe the Cowboys like, you know what, we'll roll the dice, and we're going to get as much as we can, and it's multiple first-round picks from the Packers, and so be it. 800-990-3776. We are still taking your reactions to Michael Parsons potentially being traded. The rumors have it that he could be traded to the Green Bay Packers. I hope that is true, but there's something else, Brad, that you know to be true.
Oh, and I know to be true that Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin is your go-to solution for new windows and doors in that beautiful house of yours. It can be made a little bit more beautiful, a lot more beautiful, and you can experience that beauty at the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield. I'm telling you, it's like the iPhone of windows and doors. I mean, when you go to the Apple, when you go to the store, you're going to see, experience, touch, and feel all the varieties, all the different craftsmanship, colors, all the different ways that Pella Windows and Doors can deliver on making your home more valuable, decrease that energy cost, and transform it from the inside out. So you got to go there. I'm telling you, if you haven't been there, you got to see it to believe it. And now they're offering up to 5 years of 0% interest. 5 years of 0% interest. That's into the 2030s. That's how long that is. But you got to order by August 31st. So go to the showroom, tell them that KBN sent you. They love us over there. Gina Della, man, she loves us over there at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Or go visit PellaWI.com for those beautiful windows, those durable doors, and transform that home from the inside out with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
There is one man that can actually make this Micah Parsons trade happen, and it is Goody. Brian Gutekunst, the GM of the Green Bay Packers, has spoken. That's good enough for the breaking news. When we come back, KBN Nation, keep it locked. Don't you leave us on ESPN Milwaukee or ESPN Madison on YouTube. And if you got to get out the car, you better open up that ESPN Wisconsin app, because when we come back, KBN Nation, we will hear from General Manager Brian Gutekunst from what he had to say today during his press conference. I haven't heard all this yet. I can't wait to hear it with you, KBN Nation. This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
I text Greg Scalzo, and I say, Greg, I'm sorry, I'm going to be late to work. I'm caught in an international conspiracy.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
The number one story for the Green Bay Packers this season is Cooper.
The best 60 minutes of your day happens on the Homer Hour.
He is the most likely to improve the Packers more than anybody else. He has the potential to improve more than anybody else on the team, including Jordan Love, because Jordan Love has shown us some greatness.
Weekday afternoons from 5 to 6 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
It's finally back. Make plans to attend the Bud Pavilion's free concert series Wednesday Night Live this week. Gates open Wednesday at 6 with live music starting at 7, where Boo the Band takes the stage. See you at Wednesday Night Live from the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Joint pain makes it hard to enjoy anything when it comes to life, let alone the small things like getting out of bed or walking down a flight of stairs. Whether it be hoping it'll just disappear or feeling like you've tried every other option, let me tell you, you haven't tried them all if you haven't tried QC Kinetics. This is Brad Nortman, and I have to tell you about my experience when I visited QC Kinetics at the Greenfield location. It was incredible to see with my own two eyes all the tools that they have to get you feeling your best and get rid of that pain for the long term. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, and they have cellular therapies that's going to get that pain away for the long term and get you living your best life again. Your pain-free life is waiting for you on the other side of calling QC Kinetics, because there is your free, no-pressure consultation where you can be evaluated, put on a personal plan of pain relief, and be able to tell if you're a good candidate for QC Kinetics. Grab the phone now and call QC Kinetics for that free consultation. Call them today at 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond, from garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle Bruston-Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
different pep to my step today. I ain't gonna lie. Different pep. Listen, KBN Nation, y'all woke me up. Your boy was a little bit tired today, but as soon as them phones started ringing, y'all on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, ESPN Madison on YouTube, y'all blowing up the chat at 800-990-3776 on the Carbos Talking text line. Y'all gave me life. And Brad, I think we're going to get more life because General Manager of the Green Bay Packers, Brian Gutekunst, went to the podium today, and he was asked about the Micah Parsons rumors that are out there. And I think his response will get the people a little excited, Brad.
Yeah, first of all, I can't talk about any players on any other teams, but I think, again, every opportunity that's out there that if we think it could help the Packers, we're going to take a long look at. And, again, if that opportunity makes sense to us, then we'll do it. And if it doesn't, we won't.
That's Brian Gutekunst talking about taking a long look at other teams and other guys and if it's going to help our team. All I hear out of Brian Gutekunst is usually, hey, I like our guys.
Yep.
I like our guys. I like what we got. We're going to see them take the next step, and I feel confident about the guys we have in that locker room. And he even said that with the whole sense of urgency thing. I believe in the guys that we have, that they can do what we want. This is Brian Gutekunst 2.0, Kyle.
Do you have the video or just the audio? I want to see the smirk on his face, right? Because, people try to have their poker face, but when asked that question about Micah, I want to see if he was able to keep his face a certain way or if he kind of perked up a little bit. I'm very curious when he gave this answer. But, Brad, you were right on. He's talking about exploring. I don't talk about other players. He could have easily said, listen.
Shut it down.
Well, listen, I can't talk about other players, but the guy, we just got roster cut downs, and the 53 guys in this roster are the guys that we really want to rock in. We're always exploring and looking, but we're locked in with these 53 guys and trying to get our team healthy. But nope. He said, we're always exploring and looking for guys. That sounds like a person that can't talk about what's happening behind closed doors.
I mean, whether it be a player, whether it be a GM or a coach or whoever goes to the podium, I'm a big believer in, you can't get conveniently either stupid or coy or whatever it is. And Brian Gutekunst falls in that category. He is smart at the podium. He is a pro at saying words and not saying anything at all, right? And he could have easily said exactly what you said, Kyle. Hey, you know what? We are finalizing our 53-man roster. I like who we have in this building. We've grinded out during training camp together. There's 31 other teams out there. I can't be focused on what they're doing. But no, he did not say that. He said as much as he possibly could, because he's right. He can't talk about players and other teams. He said as much as he possibly could that, yes, I'm doing more than kicking the tires. Now, will it happen? I don't know. But again, Brian Gutekunst, I applaud you for a little bit of different energy.
We got some more for you, Brad, and KBN Nation. Now, Goody was also asked today, good job by the media, are the Green Bay Packers a player away?
Players make impact. There's no doubt. That's what you win and lose games because of players, right? These are the guys that do it. So certainly players make impact. I am not a huge believer that one player. You're never one player away, right? It's just I never believe that. But good players make impacts, and so anytime there's players of that caliber that you can acquire, you're trying to.
Wait! Stop!
But this is
stop.
Go ahead, Brad. Go ahead.
Stop. What was the question he was asked? What was the question that prompted that answer?
If they are one player away.
Simply, are the Green Bay Packers one player away? And he ends talking about acquiring a player?
I'm saying
good players make impacts, and so anytime there's players of that caliber that you can acquire, you're trying to.
He didn't get asked about acquiring no player.
Listen.
He got asked about being one player away. Yeah. He took that answer to acquiring a player. We know what's on Goody's mind. We know what's on Goody's mind. It's acquiring a player.
As a person that I love the tea. I love to get you. I love knowing tea. I love knowing tea. And you know what, Brad? When you know something, but you can't say nothing. So when other people say something, you're like, oh, for real? What happened? Oh, I can't believe they did what? Oh, you got to act shocked. You got to act surprised. So all Goody is just trying to be that person that's acting like I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen all the reports in the media. What's happening? They think we're talking to Micah. No. But one player away.
Micah.
Listen. Micah, bring your ass up here to Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Brian Gutekunst didn't even just roll right into a Southern accent. He's been talking so much to
Jerry Jones.
I'm telling you, this man is asked about is the team one player away? And he concludes his thought about acquiring a player.
But good players make impacts, and so anytime there's players of that caliber that you can acquire, you're trying to.
Ooh.
Players of that caliber that you can acquire, you're trying to. And it sounds like Goody is trying. Again, 800-990-3776. Boy, Goody's cooking today. He on one. That is a man who knows he's trying to make something happen. That's a man walking around with confidence right now. Again, that is the Carbos Talking text line, 800-990-3776. Kent, Jake, we see you. We appreciate y'all listening. We're definitely going to get to as well. But please, watch and stream us live on YouTube, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, ESPN Madison on YouTube. Give us a like. Give us a share. I see y'all going. Again, I love the conversation on YouTube, the back and forth.
What are the odds?
Hold on,
real quick. What are the odds Brian Gutekunst, this rumor comes out the day of roster cutdowns, when general managers have a scheduled press conference the day after roster cutdowns, and this rumor is just swirling the day this man speaks like 6 times a year.
For real.
He doesn't speak very often. Speaks around the draft.
It is remarkable.
Speaks around the beginning of training camp. Speaks right after roster cutdowns. Speaks before week 1, and then usually speaks at the end of the regular season. That's like it. What are the odds of this? We won't hear from him again until, hopefully, they acquire Micah Parsons.
Wow.
Micah.
I mean, he could have easily said, like, no, our roster is what it is, right? He could have easily said, okay, guys, I've seen some of these rumors. It's not happening. Our locker room is what it is. We trust in Lucas Van Ness to, get better, take the next step. The sense of urgency the guys showed during training camp, I'm loving the direction we're going. He didn't say none of that. He just left it out there that he's working on something behind the scenes. We don't know it will come true or not because it takes 2 to tango. But I like that Brian is trying to tango. Again, Ken and Jake, we see y'all on the Carbos Talking text line. Shout out to y'all, KBN Nation. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation talking about Micah Parsons, but also the return of Brad means the return of Brad out. That's coming up in about 15 minutes. This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
Hey, golf enthusiasts! Discover a hidden lakeside course in beautiful Delavan, Wisconsin at Majestic Oaks. Tee off on a course with over 2 miles of lakefront where wide fairways and challenging greens await. It's an 18-hole golfing experience like no other. Join them for the best family golf nights in the state where everyone can enjoy the game together. Golf, cart, drinks, and snacks for under $15 a person, and several membership options for you to find the perfect fit for your lifestyle. Ready to play? Book your tee time today at LakeLawnResort.com. Majestic Oaks Golf Course, where your best game awaits.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99, and we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale, now at AutoZone until September 22nd. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle Bruston-Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is Kyle Bruston Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. Micah Parsons has been the...
Oh,
Strove.
Now this is some breaking news.
Strove.
Alex Strove.
Don't you smile back there.
Get to talking, because I'm telling you this right now. I told you earlier. Breaking news for Micah. Is it happening?
Unfortunately, that is not the breaking news right now.
Well, what in the world could be breaking news?
It's actually bad breaking news.
Oh, no.
Somebody else got him?
It is not Packers related. It is not Micah Parsons related. It is baseball related. As ESPN's Jeff Passan reports, quote, tough blow for Milwaukee.
Uh-oh.
Closer Trevor McGill is on the injured list with a flexor strain in his right arm.
Oh.
While their bullpen depth is bountiful, according to Jeff Passan, even low-grade injuries can take time to heal, putting McGill's availability for the postseason into question.
Postseason? Oh.
That is a downer.
No. That is bad news. That's bad breaking news.
That is all-star Trevor McGill headed to the injured list, and postseason availability is in question.
That's bad news. Not the breaking news I was expecting or hoping for today.
Yeah, that's took me down a couple of notches.
It felt like the Brewers pitching staff finally had it all. Starting pitching, relief, the closer, the whole thing. Because I mean, what, Obner is now probably going to be your closer?
I would have, or maybe Shelby Miller since he's so experienced.
Yeah, he had a rough outing last night.
Yeah, but I just
it's Obner.
But and Obner
a young
is
guy.
so well situated for the 8th.
He
to then
is.
hand it over to McGill for the 9th. It just felt like that was for lack of a better term, a home run.
Outside of the 3 out of 4 last appearances McGill's had with blown saves. But Obner pitched, obviously, the 9th on, what day is the day? He pitched the 9th on Monday.
He
had
did
the day
well.
off yesterday. Given that the bullpen's so taxed, this obviously does not make you feel a whole lot better about that. Yeah, not great. Not
Okay, here's an idea. We're gonna get back to Micah, and I see you, Ken and Jake. We're gonna get to you. Is there any way that you maybe put the Miz at the back end?
All right,
for the postseason.
I actually don't. Maybe not the back end, but I think after seeing him yesterday, after seeing him the last few starts, I am a little sold, and I don't want to mentor the psyche too much because obviously this is not a guy who's used to coming out of the bullpen, but I am kind of sold. I have sold myself on Miz as a relief pitcher in the postseason.
Sell me.
I mean,
because he's good in short bouts.
2 good innings.
Yeah, you just need
in relief.
two or three. I mean,
and maybe
once
you do
through the lineup.
The thing Craig Counsell used to do with the opener, right? So you just go like 2 innings, get 6 outs, and then you just use a bunch of your.
I think
your
him and
bullpen.
Quinn Priester would be great matched up together.
You trust Priester though.
As
Priester
a
can give
duo,
you,
as a duo,
Priester can give you 4 or 5 good innings.
I just need 3 solid from Priester or 4 solid from Priester, and
'Cause
then
you
give
feel-
it to Miz for 3 solid innings.
When it comes to the postseason, especially, you feel obviously very good about Freddie and Woodruff. You feel good about Quintana. You feel good about Priester. Would you like a 5th starter? Sure, but then that's where you could go with the opener on Miz, or you could move Miz to the bullpen and you could bring in. I don't know. My mind's messed up right now.
No, it's not
Didn't
great.
See this one coming
because but it shows Trevor McGill couldn't throw his curveball, and Trevor McGill struggled. And,
He's been struggling.
Yeah,
and the reason probably why is he was trying to throw through a little bit of pain, and it didn't work out. So that sucks for the Milwaukee Brewers, and that is breaking news for the Milwaukee Brewers. But back to Micah Parsons, as the Green Bay Packers here on KBN are rumored to be having some conversations with the Dallas Cowboys. There have been rumors out there that there is a trade on the table, and also that there is an offer that the Packers are willing to pay Micah Parsons $45 million a year. Now, Bradley Nortman's excited for it. I'm not sure if he believes it to be true or not. Or you believe it to be true? Where there's smoke, there's fire?
I believe conversations have been had.
Yep.
I believe that Brian Gutekunst is doing his part to try to make this happen. Now, just one part of it, of being willing to pay Micah Parsons, reportedly, rumors, $45 million a year. That's even a big step because you're talking about it doesn't work out like this from a steady flow cap standpoint.
Easy money.
But easy money would say Jordan Love's 55 and Micah Parsons 45. That's $100 million.
That's Will Chamberlain.
Dr. Evil. Well, $100 million on 2 players. But we know Micah Parsons is elite. We hope Jordan Love can be elite. It would be money well spent. So I believe Brian Gutekunst is doing his part to put together a reasonable trade, which that alone is headline-worthy news for any Green Bay Packer fan.
Well, I believe where there's smoke, there's fire. Obviously, Brad does as well. Ken and Madison, what are your thoughts about the Micah to the Packers trade talk?
Micah.
I believe Micah in green and gold, number 11, looks so beautiful. So beautiful. What I love to see is excitement on both sides of the ball. It's not just Micah joining the team. That would help the backside of the ball. But let's talk about now on the offense. We got exciting. We're talking about Golden up front, bringing excitement to both sides of the ball now. Now your defense excited with Micah there. Golden brings excitement offensively. Everyone's excited. And, you know, if you talk about a big signing last year, and I'm not saying, you know, Micah Parsons is going to have an impact like Saquon Barkley did for Philly. That's a big jump. But could he? 100%. He could have a great defensive year, and he could boost that back end. Now we're excited. We're having fun. Our defense is flying around. But my head's spinning now because you dropped the Brewers news on me. To get me off of talking about the Brewers, now I'm thinking about that. And I got another question for you guys. This is changing subjects.
All right, quickly.
Any word on Robert Gasser?
Robert Gasser, he'll be coming back as well. I'm not sure. I did see
haven't heard any updates.
I saw him
he's working through the minors right now.
No, well, Tommy John last June.
So I mean, I saw ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's an 18-month
Chef
deal,
Boy
right?
said we got Gasser coming up too. So maybe Gasser will be coming back. I haven't
know what the timeline is on that.
Usually
it's
it's 12 to 15 months. I thought,
but maybe it's like the old ACL. ACLs used to be like legitimately 12 months, and now it's like 8. It seems like.
Yeah, I mean.
So here we go. So Pat Murphy said back on August 1st that they will build him up in the minors as a starter, but if and when a need arrives late in the season, he could be moved to a relief role.
He's pitching in the minors right now. Just had his 8th rehab start, so shout out to him. So Robert Gasser could be coming up, so hopefully that works out. Appreciate you with the comments, Kent. Jake in Eden, Ohio, listening on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Make sure you go to your app store, whether it's the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, to download the ESPN Wisconsin app so you can be like Jake and listen to us anywhere. What up, Jake? What are your thoughts? Is this trade happening?
Good. What's up, boys? Good plug there. Yeah, I'm in the tractor right now, so sorry if it's a little noisy.
Love it.
The tractor. Let's go.
Yeah. I just don't. Well, I've spin zoned myself twice here because earlier, what's his name from Detroit? He said, you know, he'll probably go AFC, which I thought. I was like, yeah, obviously, like Jerry wouldn't do that. But he also brought out the Baltimore, which he would. I know that was just first team to come in mind thing. He would never trade them to Baltimore or a Bills or a Kansas City because Jerry is so delusional. He thinks he's going to play them in the Super Bowl, which is just crazy. But also, I've spin zoned myself all the way back to he might, you know, there's a chance he could come to the NFC because Jerry is that kind of dumb and also a little bit like narcissistic, like, oh, we're the Dallas Cowboys, we're better than everybody else. And we might, we could probably see you in the playoffs and we'll beat you at your own game. But also, so my dad's from Atlanta and my favorite uncle is from Wisconsin. So I'm a Braves fan and a Green Bay fan. And the Braves are very similar to Green Bay when it comes to free agency, signing, spending the money and whatever. So that's the only thing that worries me is, you know, they gave Jordan Love all this money and rightfully so. I like Jordan Love. I think he's the future.
Yeah, I hear you. I like Jordan Love too, and you sound like you're going back and forth. Don't go back and forth. Don't go back and forth. The Packers have the money to do it, and there is a chance that it's going to happen. I'm telling you this right now, KBN Nation. There is a chance it's going to happen. I'm not a person. I can't read people, and I'm not a professional at doing that. But I know a little bit of something about knowing some tea. And Goody is a man that knows the tea, that he's doing all he can to get Micah Parsons. He's one of those guys saying, "I know something you don't know."
It's one thing to hear it and to see it on Twitter. Unverified accounts, things like that. They can be more cavalier with their reporting. It's another thing entirely that Brian Gutekunst stand there at the podium wearing that green and gold vest that he always wears with that light wood podium, and to say to the media and then say to us that we always take a long look at how we can make the team better. And when asked, is this team one player away? Dude lands the plane about acquiring players. We talk about spin zone. There's been a lot going on this show, right? Trevor McGill, Micah Parsons, Brian Gutekunst. My head is still spinning with that line of dialogue from Brian Gutekunst. That says everything you need to know about a generally tight-lipped dude.
Yeah. Go and get him. Go and get him. But, Brad, you know what? Something I want to go and get?
What's that?
I want to go and get a pen so I can evaluate you and evaluate Hear Brad Out, because it has been far too long since we heard any of your nonsense and crazy thoughts for Hear Brad Out. So KBN Nation, coming up next, you're going to hear from Bradley Nortman himself as he comes back from surgery with his first Hear Brad Out. Now, Brad, will it be good? Will it be bad?
It's be good.
Probably going to be bad, but you'll find out in 4 minutes. Keep it locked. You're listening to Kyle Bruston Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
These hands are not made for fixing anything in a house. I'll make a phone call, and I'm cheap, but I ain't that cheap. I got my guys. Got my handyman. Shout out to Chris. Under the table.
Just like that, dude's getting audited now.
Yeah.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 43, we've got a little bit of a backup from Good Hope Road down towards Bender Road, and then again from Capitol Drive down towards Locust, and again, once again, through the Marquette interchange. Southbound on 41, also seeing some backups from Good Hope Road, pretty much all the way down past Capitol, with the northbound side slowing down just north of Watertown Plank Road, almost to Capitol Drive. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of showers or storms, a low of 60. Tomorrow, a chance for showers or storms, then partly sunny skies later on, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
But they didn't go anywhere. And when they don't go anywhere, it opens up the possibility that they could be back.
On 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves. Are you talking about the One collection? Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The one collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9.
Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We gon' rock this club. We gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. 'Cause I told you.
It is Kyle Brust and Nortman here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, all under the beautiful umbrella of ESPN Wisconsin. You can watch and stream us live by going to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe, or watch us live on ESPN Madison on YouTube as well. Now, it's been a while, but our boy Bradley is back, and I don't know about you, Strofe, but I've missed Hear Brad Out. Have you?
Believe it or not, despite the monstrosities that have occurred here, I love this segment very much.
I love it too.
And I'm just going to say, KBN Nation, in my silence, in the dwelling in my head, I thought a little about Hear Brad Out. So before we kick it off, there will also be some. Listen, I love all my Hear Brad Outs. They're my children. You know that. I believe in them. I love them. I'll admit some of them are a hair more. I use creative, liberties.
Outlandish?
Perhaps. Yeah, I wouldn't go so as far as outlandish. They're all practical, but some of them are also a little bit more, okay, that's actually a really good idea. This one, I'm going to try to balance those a little bit more going forward. This one, actually a great idea.
All right, well, I guess it's time to Hear Brad Out.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to Hear Brad Out.
All right, guys. That was my first time doing it. I got nervous.
Man, it's like 3 weeks later. You guys are still on it. How about you guys?
Trying to time it out, man.
All right, guys. Well, the Brewers' schedule for 2026 came out yesterday, and I've been dwelling about Major League Baseball, their schedule. I've got a change to how Major League Baseball does schedule that everybody is going to be able to enjoy. And here's what it is.
What's wrong with MLB schedules? Can I just ask what?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you.
Right,
one of the things I love, and I mean I love about the NFL schedule is flex games, right? Because the NFL sets the schedule, but they can flex games at different times, and they try to push divisional matchups later, so you have intrigue at the end of the year. My proposal for Major League Baseball is that all teams play their divisional opponents the final 2 weeks of the season. So the Brewers would play the Reds, the Cubs, the Pirates, and the Cardinals as their final 4 matchups throughout the year. But not just that, because they don't have that right now. It's a little bit of, they play.
Is that 5 teams?
Well, 5 teams in the division.
So how do you, somebody's going to have to be off, right? Mathematically, you can't.
Just go with it. There'll be breaks and all that kind of stuff too. They'll find a way. They'll find a way. They'll find a way.
All right.
So,
all right, the math
Kyle,
guy.
Don't let something like that get in the way of a good idea. Because what it comes down to is you want those final matchups to mean a whole lot. Imagine if the Brewers were playing the Cubs in the final series of the year this year. You won't get that, but sometimes you get that in the NFL. So you backlog all divisional opponents for the final weeks, but that's not all. You earmark those weeks for those divisional opponents, but at the September 1st, right? So what would be in a couple days? You look at it and say, which matchups are likely going to decide the division, and which ones won't? The ones that won't go earlier in the final 2 weeks, and the ones that do, you put at the final matchups of the season. So, for instance, this year, the Brewers would be playing the Cubs as the final season. And you manipulate these, right? Because, again, if the Brewers stunk and it was the Cubs and the Reds, then you put them as the final one. It'd be like the Dodgers and the Padres, Phillies and the Mets, the Tigers and the Royals. You got the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, maybe the Yankees. So you've got these, and the Astros and the Seattle Mariners. All of those teams are number 1 and number 2 in their respective divisions, and we could have a dynamite weekend of baseball that would end the regular season with a bang, with all these teams potentially playing one another for the division title. Here's why I think it's important. 1, sense of urgency. Major League Baseball, they're trying to figure out ways to increase the game, make intrigue, make it fun, entertaining. It would certainly do that. And also, I'm not going to lie, I don't know about you guys, divisional games, they don't feel like they have the juice, the zest they once did. With Major League Baseball, now you play every single Major League team. You play your divisional opponent less. Therefore, those games kind of matter a little bit less. I want to make those games matter a whole lot, and the way you do that is you backlog them at the end of the year. September 1st, you rearrange them to make sure the 1 and 2 are playing for the final weekend, and you have yourself a banging end of the weekend. You're taking the flex scene idea, you're taking it to Major League Baseball, and not only do you get a great October, you get a great end of September.
So
the downside, if there is one, would be that there's a little bit of, you buy a ticket for a game that you don't know who's going to be playing.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't like it. If anything, if I'm leading my division, I want to flex to playing the bad team at the end of the year. I don't want to play the good
That's a
team.
loser's mentality.
Sure, I want to win. Listen, I'm looking to win. Brad, I don't like it. It's too much moving around, too much maneuvering. And then explain to me how 5 teams can mathematically play each other to end the season.
Let them all take I'll tell you what.
A 3-game break?
The teams that are in last place, of all these 5 teams, those teams play one another. The last place teams play one another.
So you just say, hey, you're going to be playing a crossover game.
Yeah, you do a crossover game.
Okay.
And those games...
Doesn't sound like this here Brad out was well thought out.
They're already thinking about being in Cabo anyway, Kyle. They're already thinking about...
What did you do for 2.5 weeks?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
What do you mean? This is a great idea.
No, the schedule just came out.
Exactly.
You said you were pondering for weeks.
Well, this was something that it was honestly just ironic. This indicated to me that of my menu of Here Brad Outs, this was on there. When I saw the schedule come out, I said, perfect. I'm pulling out Major League Baseball.
One of the last things you told me in the old Brad voice was, Strofe, during my time off, I'm going to lay down. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to use it almost like an Aaron Rodgers darkness retreat.
Yes.
And I'm going to rethink how the Here Brad Outs have been going. New Brad is 0 for 1.
Oh, for what? You're telling me you don't want this? You don't want all these flexed games for the Major League Baseball?
No.
Playing for the division?
Listen, I don't care. I don't care. I want to win. Give me the easiest schedule to win. That's all I care about. What you mean? Oh, wow.
I thought you wanted to be, a spotlight on you.
I'm
championship series.
I'm first place. There's still a spotlight on me. I don't like the idea, Brad. You're 0 for 1, like Trophy said.
Oh my gosh.
Go back to the old voice.
The old voice didn't have good ones either, by your judgment.
I mean, but I think I like the old voice ones better.
Speaking of the voice, we got to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm used to it once we're rolling on the show. Because it sounds like the Brad I used to host Wisconsin College game day with.
Yeah.
But the very first words I hear you speak every day, it's like, whoa, what happened?
There's a little bit of a shock and awe.
Agreed. If you look at him, you're like, who is this guy?
Well, so here,
Clone!
I'm curious. So I've been told that my old voice was one voice. It became gravelly and grainy. That was my polyp voice. But then the voice you currently hear is a different voice from either of the two of them. See, is that what you're hearing? Do I have a whole new voice than before? Maybe that's why everyone's so shaken by it.
It's closer to the first voice.
Closer to the first one, but not fully there.
No, not fully there.
So I've had 3 voices throughout my life.
You've had 3 voices throughout 2 years, not even.
That's right.
That's a lot for me to deal with. I already got enough voices in my head.
Usually there's one thing that remains consistent throughout someone's voice, or their life, and that's their voice.
Yeah.
I've had 3 voices in 2 years.
Does that make you feel special?
Yeah, it kind of does. Kind of does.
Brad, you know what? I like you enough where I'll say you're a special guy. If you like to hear Brad out, let me know. But right now, the Carbless talking text line, 800-990-3776. I've heard better. For not bad, but...
And when you're in the showroom, you can put together what you want. Vinyl, wood.
You're like a
showroom.
legitimate child walking around the showroom, but
When was that?
July 9th of 2024.
Yeah, that sounds like you now, Mark.
That sounds like me now?
Yeah.
A legitimate child.
Yeah. Damn. Thought you were a baby.
Like I was army crawling.
You're like a legitimate child walking around the showroom, but
say it again, legitimate child.
A legitimate child.
Yeah.
Walking around the
You're
showroom.
back. That's you.
Yeah, that's you.
That's
Is that me?
you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back. But
So maybe I did have just two voices.
not only your voice is back, but so is everybody hating your Brad out.
Okay.
So
Well,
congratulations.
some things are universal. I
The
suppose.
surgery worked.
It worked.
The surgery
I'm
worked.
back. I am so back.
He is so back, but something we're bringing back. We used to play the Yodely game when it came to contract and what number Jordan Love was going to get. Well, you know what, Stroh? I want to bring the Yodely game back, but this time I want to figure out who is off limits when we're talking about a trade for Micah Parsons because so many people told me that you can't just give away picks. You also got to be ready to give away players. So what we'll talk about next is what players are we willing to give up and where do we draw that line? This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin, and we'll be playing the Yodel game about who will give up to get Micah Parsons coming up next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
I said, baby, we got to do more sucking. And so I called the company. I said, listen, y'all put this thing in here. Y'all need to come on.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
41 southbound slowing down from Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive. Got the northbound side slowing down from Watertown Plank Road up to Capitol as well. Southbound 43, one pocket of heavy traffic from just before Good Hope Road down towards Bender, and then back on the brakes from just before Capitol Drive down through the Marquette and onto the high-rise bridge. The northbound side's just got a few pockets of heavy traffic around the North Avenue curve heading up towards Locust. And westbound 94 backing up out of the Marquette all the way to Hawley Road. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series Wednesday Night Live. Tonight, stop out to see Boo the Band at 7. Enjoy live music at the Bud Pavilion from State Fair Park tonight with Boo the Band. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of showers or storms, a low of 60. Tomorrow, chance for showers or storms, partly sunny, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at WishFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the WishFest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls. Right now, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. No interest for 5 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Harry Douglas.
Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and say a $14 million raise. Hey, great for Trey Hendrickson. But I'm trying to understand and fathom what was the point of the original holdout and then also the point of the hold in from Trey Hendrickson. If you're going to do a 1-year, $30 million deal when TJ Watt annually is making $41 million a year with multiple years on the deal, Myles Garrett is making $40 million a year. I don't understand where's the massive win for Trey Hendrickson. Now, also, I need to know, after this season for Trey Hendrickson, do the Cincinnati Bengals still have the luxury and the opportunity to franchise tag him?
Me not know.
And then do they have that luxury for a second year in a row to franchise tag him? Because then I definitely do not see the win in this entire situation for Trey Hendrickson.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Coach Saban here, on the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
I don't know who you're talking to like that in the break.
You said that on air?
I said that on air.
I told Strofe I would slap the taste out of his mouth, and he immediately said, try me if you want to, but I'll go straight to HR. And
I'm not above that.
He's not.
You think I'm above that?
And I told him, this ain't the time I need to be in HR office, so you got me on that one. No defense, what can I say?
You respect that. You're looking to call Gruber anytime something happens.
I am.
You know what?
Listen,
One call.
A snitch knows a snitch, and I guess Strofe is snitching. It is
One
what
call,
it is.
HR is all.
Yeah, you know what? And I need my checks right now. So, you know what, Strofe? You're
why's
good.
that? What's going on?
Getting married soon, so I need my money.
Is that expensive?
Pretty expensive. I would say so. Expensive enough to have to cut the list down, I tell you.
Oh, wow.
Are we losing our spots?
Nah, you guys will be fine. I'm not gonna do you like Ben.
Thank God.
I
wasn't ready for another 3 months of that.
Too much drama.
Nah,
Too much drama.
I ain't like that. And plus,
You think you're gonna forget to invite anybody like you did to Josh?
Dude,
do you worry about that?
I am a little concerned about that. I am, because there was a wedding I went to like 2 weeks ago. Shout out to my boy Rimzik.
Are you about to say you forgot to invite him to your wedding?
He wasn't on the original list at first.
Wow.
And I was going down. I said, oh, my gosh, we forgot Rimzik.
Just blanked on him.
But it's early. It's early.
You should
Very
go
early.
through your contacts. Scroll through the contacts of your
I don't
phone.
save number. He is saved, but I do, you know how many numbers I got on my phone?
I've got so many numbers in my phone. That would
Brad.
take forever.
Well, if you're trying to make sure you don't miss someone for your wedding.
I guess. And then if I do it with my girl, but who is that? Who is that?
Oh.
I don't know.
Maybe it's good relationship communication.
Oh, yeah. Somebody I met in Vegas in 2011. Okay. Probably should delete the number. I barely save numbers in my phone. Stroke's number still not saved. I saved it. Wasn't saved at first.
What's it saved as?
Struth. Just Struth. Just Struth.
Yeah.
But this is Kyle Brust and Norman. Again, you can watch and stream us live on YouTube by going to ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison on YouTube. You can chime in on today's conversation about Micah Parsons by calling in or texting in at 800-990-3776, as there are rumors out there that Micah Parsons could be on his way to Green Bay. But with those rumors, what exactly would the Packers have to give up, and what would you be willing to give up? Because some folks are saying picks aren't enough, so I'm going to say, you know what? You may be right. Who are you willing to give up, Bradley? And we're going to play that with the Yodely Gang. Go ahead, Alex Strofen, hit it.
This brings back memories, doesn't
Sure
it?
does.
Our first, I think with Jordan Love, the first thing we said was 40 million.
Upon is this is attached to 2 first-round picks and maybe even like a mid-rounder, second, third, fourth.
Yeah,
Third, yep.
At least 2 firsts and a third, plus a player. That probably gets it done.
Let's start with Lucas Van Ness.
Keep going.
Yep, pass.
Jerry, if you want Lucas, take him. Take him.
You're saying that's like part of like Dallas doing us a favor?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
What are y'all wilding for? Is this like breaking news?
How about Rashawn Gary?
Thank you.
Have him.
Clearing some money for us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kenny Clark?
His old behind. Take him.
Yeah.
Take him.
All right, how about a fun one? Brandon McManus, but you are required to bring back Anders Carlson.
Anders, listen.
Welcome back, Anders.
We can find a way. We can survive.
I'm gonna say, Micah, we can't trust this field goal kicker, so you're gonna have to.
Micah.
We're gonna have to make sure we up by 4 every time.
You hope that he can pull that off.
Okay, now let's get serious, boys. Would you trade 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and Zach Tom?
Hey, Zach, man,
I
listen.
would trade Zach.
Jordan, be ready. Jordan Morgan, get ready to play right tackle.
2 first-round picks, a third, and Tucker Kraft.
Yeah. Yep. Tucker.
Listen, Tucker, it was good knowing
TK.
you. You can do all that hunting stuff down in Texas, too. They love guns down there, so go ahead and do that.
2 first-round picks and Xavier McKinney.
Ooh. Now, this is...
I'm going to say, X-Man.
Been a pleasure. I agree.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for upping your value for this trade. We're going to go with Micah. Micah.
I appreciate all the mentorship you did for Evan Williams. I appreciate the mentorship for Zane Anderson.
This is why you drafted
Javon Bullard.
Yeah.
You got Nate Hobbs in the slot. I mean, X is all pro, but he ain't MVP, defensive MVP level, so, man.
Okay.
Keep going.
Wow. I hate to do this because it's just never, this isn't even realistic. Matthew Golden.
He never plays a snap for the Packers.
That'd be correct.
It's like Kyrie Irving.
Also,
or not
let's
Kyrie,
keep in
Andrew
mind,
Wiggins.
Dallas has CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens.
Yeah. I would say Romeo Dobbs better throw on that skull cap. Or
the Guardian cap.
Better stay healthy.
Yeah.
See you, Golden.
Golden, you were just in Texas. I mean, you know how to do the Texas two-step, so, I mean, you just moving from Austin down to Dallas. Ain't too far. I don't know the geography of Texas, how far it is, but hey, he was in Houston.
Played
he
in
was
Houston,
in Austin.
too,
Yeah. He's comfortable in
I mean,
Texas.
sayonara, buddy.
Wow. You give up Matthew Golden for Micah Parsons?
Yes. What are you talking about? Yes.
You've dubbed him.
And 2 first-round picks.
The Packers just, I dubbed him a lot of things, but he ain't the level of Michael Parsons. The Packers had a top 5 offense last year without Matthew Golden. We'll find a way.
Josh Jacobs.
That's tough.
Marshawn Lloyd can't stay healthy.
He cannot. Emmanuel Wilson runs hard.
We got Chris Brooks.
Chris Brooks, baby. Come on. That's my guy. I love Chris Brooks.
And the kid from South Dakota State looked real good. Amari, I think his name is Johnson. Amar. He looks
not on the team anymore.
Well, no, did he get on the practice squad or somebody snagged him up?
I think he's just a straight-up free agent.
Oh, the Packers didn't even signed to the Ravens.
You still get rid of. You say Josh Jacobs, thank you for toting the rock.
I mean, we had Sam Congato as a running back. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. We had Fat Eddie. We can find somebody. Josh, you good, but come on now. We good. We got Jordan Love, and Jordan we trust.
Speaking of Jordan Love.
Not yet.
Oh.
Because we know that's where you're going to draw the line. You ain't going to trade.
Well, I mean, you got Malik Willis.
Yeah, Malik is undefeated.
Oh, God,
as a starter.
okay. I was going to save him for the end. Edrin Cooper.
Oh.
Coop.
You know, I already said about Cooper. I love Coop, but the hell with him.
And by the way, to answer your question, Israel Abadakonda was signed to the practice squad.
Abadakonda?
But Amar Johnson was not.
He was not. Okay.
Wow. So the guy Kyle didn't even on the team?
He ain't on the team. Well, never mind.
Edrin Cooper, he's so young and so cheap. So much potential. But you still can take him. You still let him go. Still let him go. Micah.
Yeah. Coop, listen, I love you, but, you know, you play that Texas A&M, so, you'll have fun down there again. Welcome home.
Jordan Love. 2 first-round picks and Jordan Love for Micah Parsons.
You get some cap relief, and you got Malik Willis. No, I know you don't.
Dak Prescott and Jordan Love under the same roof. Have fun.
This is where you draw the line.
This is where you draw the line at quarterback. Because at the end of the day, you need a quarterback. That's where you draw the line.
So long story short,
everybody
you trade anybody on the team except for Jordan Love.
Basically, on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube page, Pierre just said, "No, not Coop. Coop got to stay. Hell no, Coop got to go." I'll give him a first class. Well, I won't give him a first class ticket because I ain't got the money like that. But I have my all-you-can-fly pass. I will share it with Edrin Cooper so he can go down to Texas.
My next question is, any of the final 5 guys that we talked about, let's say McKinney, Jacobs, Cooper, Matthew Golden, Tucker Kraft. What if Jerry says, I need 2 of them?
Woo. That's
it was pretty easy.
Getting uncomfortable.
It was pretty easy for us all to be like,
now you're tearing the roster.
It's Josh Jacobs and Edrin Cooper.
This ain't the NBA. No. No. You ain't
Two
listen,
firsts, a
you're
third, Cooper and Josh
You
Jacobs.
ain't gonna fleece me. 2 first and two
But he stinks at first
top.
anyway.
You're talking about 2 for a emerging player and a running back that's really
not Coop.
not Coop. I'm saying no to that actually. If
Okay,
Goody-
what about your free agent class? Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney. You get to keep Coop.
I'm not trading 2. I'm not trading
cap
2.
relief. Their guys are getting old anyway.
I'm not trading. Well, getting old.
Come on back. Amar.
Nah, I'm drawing the line there.
I think it's an easy decision with any one player not named Jordan Love. With 2,
yeah, now you just now you're just playing games. If they ask for 2 players, I would literally say to Jerry, I hope he never plays another down for you. I hope you reap what you sow.
curse him.
Yeah, hell yeah. Your team sucks, and that's why I would say, you know what, Jerry, I see why your team sucks. See why you haven't done anything in 25 years.
Yeah.
You suck. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, well there you go. There's your line.
There is the line. 800-990-3776. Again, we are reacting to the news and the rumors. Do you believe it will happen? That is what we want to know. What does your gut tell you about the Micah Parsons news? We have that, and I got an update on the Chipmunks as well, but keep it locked. You're listening to Kyle Bruston Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin. But before I go, I got to tell you about American Family Insurance. And guess what? The Brew Crew is doing well, and your dream game starts at Parking Lot Patio, which is located near the clock tower outside of American Family Field. Parking Lot Patio is your go-to pregame hangout. You can play yard games, grab free giveaways, and is all free fun in the open for all ages. So stop by before the next home game at the Parking Lot Patio, presented by American Family Insurance. And always remember with AmFam, all you got to do is go to amfam.com. You can get a quote instantly online for homeowners insurance or car insurance, or you can find an agent near you. Simply go to amfam.com today. American Family Insurance. We'll have more coming up on Kyle, Brust, and Norman.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Is one of the things that your girlfriend gets upset with is you interrupting her like this?
Probably. I just complimented you. What the hell?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
Is Aaron Banks' back issues, is that something more significant than we have been led to believe, or is it just a veteran player resting up for the start of the season?
Wildy and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
You know, the whole soft bed deal out in Indy and guys' backs, Elton and Kenny, both returned back to practice. He hasn't. If he's not practicing by the middle of next week.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You love her twice as much today as the day you married her, right?
Welcome to Kessler's.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well, born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. By choosing them, you're choosing a center focused on providing specialized care tailored to your needs. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free.
And their prices are more affordable than urgent care or the ER. And they'll send a full report to your primary care doctor. Why wait at the ER? Walk in to Ortho ASAP for faster, more affordable care.
Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com. That's orthowisconsin.com.
For general contest rules, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Miss Polly side, come on over tonight. Told me you don't know your feelings. Can we focus on mine? I think
It is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Wallace. He's Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, legend at Wisconsin. Alex Strofe holding it down behind the glass. Ben Brust gallivanting across the globe as he celebrates his marriage and his new wife.
I hope he made friends.
I could care less. Really could. It's stupid.
The fact he texted us on his honeymoon and said, I want to make friends is crazy.
It's absurd. It's insane.
I want to play games, he said.
It's very odd. It's a different cat, man.
Play games.
Different cat.
You're on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
Focus on your wife.
Yeah, that's only, that's.
Been married for 3 days.
And already probably annoying the hell out of her.
I want to play games.
Could you imagine not knowing Ben Brust?
Could you imagine being married to Ben Brust?
After that speech, I would have reconsidered.
If Ben Brust came up to you, they're staying at a awesome place.
Oh, really?
Awesome place.
How do you know that?
Well, I don't know details, but I know like
You've
the
been
area.
there before?
What?
You've been to their hotel?
No, but he's described. He's told me the area he's staying. It's a beautiful area from what little I know about it.
But do people go on trips and look at the areas a lot like that? Like I just.
What do you mean? That's the whole point.
What kind of question was that?
Well, I mean, like when you're going to Portugal, you're probably going. Well, whoops.
Okay.
When you're going out of the country,
he tells our audience everything, so I don't think
I'm sure he said that. I'll be going to Portugal myself. So I'm going to Lisbon.
And he stayed in a beautiful area of Portugal.
Well, I'm just staying in Lisbon, and I'm the nice hotel. I'm just finding a decent hotel. I'm assuming it's nice. It's close to a park.
What is it about that chair that you just made the story about Ben about you?
Because what I'm saying is when you're right. You got me, Strove. I was trying to figure out because Brad said,
He's got schooled by the producer.
Planning, I don't know.
Well, because they're staying at. I don't know if it's the Four Seasons, Kyle, of Bora Bora, but I think from what Ben described, it sounds like a nice place in a very great area of Portugal. And I just couldn't imagine going there and then having there be somebody like Ben Brust trying to make friends with me. That would ruin the trip. I'm not trying to make friends on a trip.
Yeah, not at all. It's never crossed my mind. And as I just said, as I get ready to travel to Lisbon myself, I have no interest. I didn't not once did I say, "Oh, baby girl, when we book this hotel, I sure hope we find some friends so we can talk to." The hell with the friends. I'm here to enjoy my time with her, enjoy the wedding, and get back to America.
Sorry, Brad. You think when Ben introduces himself to a potential friend abroad, he brings up the fact he was a really good athlete?
Yes. You think he drops that for like brownie points right now?
I went to his 5 minutes. He'll lay bait to make sure they ask.
Or to make sure they think he's cool.
Yeah.
I bet you Brad brings up that he plays in the NFL or played in the NFL less than Ben brings up that he probably, he played in a Final Four. He plays basketball. He played at Wisconsin. Like, I guarantee you, Ben just talks about, I play a little bit of basketball. Oh, really? Did you play? Yeah. Played at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a YouTube
Ryan.
clip against Michigan. You might want to pull it up.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Really? Like, Brad, I'm telling you, Ben is 100% that guy. Yeah, 100% that guy.
I would love to live in a world where Ben and Kyle don't know one another, and they're on vacation, and Ben tries to make friends with Kyle. We can't get Kyle to do friend stuff here.
I would say,
let alone abroad. So I can't imagine a stranger on your coveted PTO and time with baby girl to have some stranger trying to make friends with you.
I would say, baby girl, that weirdo on the beach tried to get my number. Like, what? What is he doing? He asked me for the Snapchat. I said, excuse me, sir. Not doing
Snapchat.
No, it's very, very interesting. But again, 800-990-3776. We are reacting, fellas. Reacting to the Micah Parsons potential trade.
I don't know if we've got Stroph's reaction. You don't have a whole lot of time, but generally speaking, we've talked for 2 hours. How is Mr. Packerbacker number 2 back there feeling?
I enjoy the idea of suspending reality on a Wednesday in August.
Oh, come on. Suspending reality. What's not real about this?
Jerry Jones.
Yeah, what about Jerry?
Is the president of the Cowboys.
Jerry.
That one. Loved him.
Micah.
He hates the Packers.
Who doesn't he hate?
But he's a deal maker.
Yeah, but there's no way Goody's going to offer him a deal that he goes, I can't refuse that.
Nice.
But he has to.
Brian, you've offered me a deal that I cannot refuse. That ain't happening.
I mean, I feel like the relationship has gone to a point where Micah Parsons, I think, is taking it personal. And I understand things could be mended.
I'm not saying Micah Parsons isn't going to be traded. I just don't think it's going to be to Green Bay.
I think it's a Green Bay.
What if they offer the best package?
I don't know how comfortable I would be with that, but I'm open to it.
No, I wholeheartedly believe. See, Struff, you're running away from reality. The reality is that the Green Bay Packers, and based off what we have heard from
you
Goody
think other
today,
teams aren't making deals, Kyle?
Sure, they're probably making deals as well. But I'm just saying, right now, it seems like the Green Bay Packers are the hot team. It seems like Green Bay Packers might be in the driver's seat to be able to acquire, as Goody said, a player of the caliber of a Micah Parsons. So we'll continue talking in this conversation. Corey and Wally coming up at the best damn sports show in Beaver Dam. Jim Madden-Miley coming up on ESPN Madison. We'll have more Kyle Brust and Nortman.
We've got a crash on 894 southbound at about Lincoln. We've got the left shoulder blocked, so heads up with that. And then we've also got a crash on 894 westbound just past Loomis. Left lane is blocked with this, so that means we've got big delays stretching all the way back into the Mitchell interchange. So give yourself that extra time.